was, of course, at last night's festivities, as were several Indiana Fever players. I did get asked a question yesterday. If Caitlin Clark was to blah blah blah, it was basically, is the Indiana Fever going to trade Caitlin Clark? And my answer was no, no. As a franchise, as a business, you cannot let that happen under any circumstances. No circumstances. If she asks for it, you have.
The WNBA three-point shooting competition took place recently, though the viewing experience included multiple screens showing various sporting events simultaneously. The production quality of the women's basketball event received mixed reviews from observers. Caitlin Clark attended the evening's events in Los Angeles alongside several of her Indiana Fever teammates. Questions have emerged regarding potential trades involving Clark, but such discussions appear unrealistic. The franchise cannot afford to lose their star player under any circumstances. If Clark were to request a transfer, management would need to decline and convince her that championships are achievable in Indiana.
If she asks for it, you have to refuse it. You have to sell her on being able to win in Indiana. It would be the biggest fumble in the history of sports. Truly. And I think Herb Simon, the owner of the Pacers and the Fever, would get involved and heads would roll. I mean, they would try multiple coaches before we get to that spot, I believe. All right. But look, that New York Liberty thing and Caitlin Clark.
Such a move would represent a catastrophic business decision. Team ownership would likely intervene before allowing such a scenario, potentially changing coaching staff multiple times if necessary. The New York Liberty connection with Clark continues generating speculation and warrants attention. During the competition, Sabrina Ionescu and Alyssa Thomas competed intensely. Ionescu performed exceptionally in the final round, securing victory with a score of 30-22. Many predicted this outcome beforehand.
But look, that New York Liberty thing and Caitlin Clark, it is interesting. All right. It is worth keeping one eye on, no doubt about it. So, if you watched last night, we had Sabrina Ionescu, Elisa Gray fighting it out. Sabrina got real hot the last half in the finals and just blew the doors off, 30-22, right? And not surprising.
Despite missing the Liberty game due to injury, Clark remained engaged with supporters, signing autographs and interacting with fans afterward in New York. Numerous fans wore her number 22 jersey, demonstrating her significant impact on league popularity. Two particular incidents from the evening gained widespread attention. Clark was observed handing teammate Lexie Hull a beverage during the event. This simple gesture sparked considerable online discussion and speculation. The drink's contents remained unknown, though assumptions pointed toward water.
I was in the chat for Ben Daniels' podcast, Ben Daniels' TV podcast. He's got two channels, one he live streams on. And I was in the chat, and Sabrina was the person that both me and him picked to win this thing. So, as with everything, it becomes about Caitlin Clark. No doubt about it. Despite the frustration not being able to play in the Liberty blowout, Caitlin Clark still greets.
Clark's expression while offering the beverage drew commentary. Kelsey Mitchell, wearing a Mighty Ducks hockey jersey, was also present during this moment. The beverage incident generated substantial social media engagement, accumulating over 555,000 views. Various outlets covered the story, with some creating humorous content about the situation. Speculation ranged from water to alcoholic beverages, with jokes about vodka brands and drinking predictions for All-Star Weekend. Some criticized the attention given to players enjoying themselves at an exhibition event.
Greets and signs autographs with fans afterwards. This was after the game in New York. And so that's her just signing autographs for. Look at all the 22 jerseys. I mean, it's just she is the needle mover in this league. So last night, somehow, some way, guys, this is a headline from the Daily Mail. This is their headline.
Another noteworthy moment involved the Liberty mascot, Ellie, interacting with Clark. The mascot appeared to be playfully recruiting Clark, with observers noting the symbolic nature of a New York team mascot spending time with Indiana's star player. Other Fever players, including Aaliyah Boston, watched this interaction with apparent concern about the recruiting implications. The mascot encounter occurred after what some described as a backstage meeting involving Liberty players Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and Stephanie Dolson. Clark's presence at this gathering, without other agents visible, fueled additional speculation about potential future team changes. The all-star coaching situation provided another interesting element.
Mel, this is their headline. Caitlin Clark's mystery drink. Somehow, some way, two things are catching steam coming out of the three-point contest in last night's facility. All right, Caitlin Clark looked delighted on Friday night as she handed Fever teammate Lexie Hall a drink. Yeah, right here. And people have got a lot of things to say about this. Right here, this was on the side.
Clark was scheduled to assist with coaching duties despite being unable to participate as a player due to injury. The coaching staff expressed enthusiasm about incorporating Clark's sideline leadership abilities, noting her active involvement during Fever games when not playing. The assigned coach demonstrated confidence and excitement about working with Clark, showing no intimidation regarding the player's celebrity status. This coach's approach contrasted sharply with other coaching figures in the league, displaying natural leadership qualities and genuine enthusiasm for collaboration. Current Indiana coaching staff appears less comfortable with the spotlight and pressure associated with managing such a high-profile player. Some observers suggest the position may prove too demanding, potentially leading to coaching changes if the situation doesn't improve.
Things to say about this. Right here, this was on the side last night, and she's going to give her a drink. I don't know what the drink was. I don't know what there was in that drink. Kelsey Mitchell's right there. Got to give Kelsey Mitchell credit. That Mighty Ducks jersey is fire. I mean, hats off. Hats off. So she hands her a little drink right there. I would assume.
The role requires handling intense media attention and managing a superstar athlete effectively. The evening's events highlighted Clark's continuing influence on women's basketball, from beverage-sharing moments to mascot interactions to coaching discussions. Each incident demonstrates how her presence elevates any basketball-related activity into major news coverage. These developments, whether the drink exchange, mascot recruitment, or coaching arrangements, all point to Clark's unique position in professional women's basketball. Her ability to generate discussion from the smallest gestures shows her impact extends far beyond court performance. The Liberty connection remains a storyline worth monitoring, given the team's aggressive recruiting approach and the positive reception Clark received in New York.
There's a little drink right there. I would assume that is going to be water. I'm going to assume that's water. The cat that ate the canary grin from Caitlin Clark. I love it. I love it. So I'm breaking down a drink, folks. That's where we're at right now. That's the power of Caitlin Clark. I'm drinking. I'm drinking. I may be drinking later today. If I have to sit through this All-Star game, I may have to drink. Hell, I may have to go back to smoking.
Meanwhile, Indiana must work to retain their franchise player through improved team building and coaching stability. The contrast between different coaching approaches became evident during these all-star activities. Confident, experienced coaches embrace Clark's presence and want to maximize her contributions, while others appear overwhelmed by the responsibility and attention that comes with coaching basketball's biggest star. The merchandise and fan response continues, demonstrating Clark's marketability and appeal. From jersey sales to social media engagement, every Clark-related moment becomes content that attracts significant audience attention. The speculation surrounding potential team changes reflects both Clark's value and the competitive nature of professional sports.
Obviously, there is the challenge call that everyone's talking about. But I can't go to random times during the game. But if you guys didn't see throughout the end of the game, just move a little bit faster than this. Move a little bit faster than this. So obviously this is challenge unsuccessful. But immediately during this entire scenario, you saw it towards the end of the game. Obviously, look, they're going to show it here. Oh my God, we're struggling here. But like towards the Like right after that and before this, oh my God.
While trade discussions seem premature, the attention from other franchises and their representatives suggest ongoing interest in acquiring her services. The evening concluded with various promotional elements and continued discussion about Clark's future, the coaching situation, and the memorable moments that occurred during the three-point competition and related festivities. The unrivaled league previously made aggressive attempts to secure Caitlin Clark's participation, employing intensive recruitment strategies. Similarly, the New York Liberty appears to be implementing comparable tactics in their pursuit of the star player. While Clark's immediate move to the Liberty seems unlikely within the next couple of seasons, the possibility remains open for future consideration. Multiple video clips surfaced from All-Star Weekend showcasing Clark's interactions with various Liberty personnel and players.
Right after that and before this, oh my God. We're trying to find the actual clip. Straight away, there we go. I'm sorry, it's really hard to scroll through because nobody clipped this on Twitter. We saw Stewie consistently in the last minute. They called the two ridiculous like challenges just as a joke. And immediately afterwards, like, it's Stewie straight away.
The connection between Clark and Sabrina Ionescu proved particularly notable, with the two maintaining close contact throughout the weekend's events. During the game's final moments, several interactions caught attention beyond the widely discussed challenge call. Following the unsuccessful challenge, Breanna Stewart immediately approached Clark. Stewart, who shares history with Gabby Williams from their UConn days and previous Seattle Storm partnership, wasted no time engaging with the Indiana Fever standout. This direct approach
immediately afterwards, like, it's Stewie straight away. Stewie, Gabby Williams, former teammate at UConn. Let's ignore Gabby Williams and former Seattle Storm teammate. Stewie straight away to Caitlin Clark. Stewie straight to Caitlin Clark. Making sure the the full court press is on. Because again, inseparable from Sabrina the whole weekend. Sandy Brondello.
Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello has been vocal in her praise of Clark, making significant public statements regarding the player's abilities. The New York franchise appears committed to demonstrating their genuine interest in potentially acquiring Clark's services. Competitive organizations across the league will likely intensify their pursuit of Clark moving forward. Previous instances include team owner Joe Tay expressing support for Clark during last season's All-Star break, indicating sustained organizational interest from ownership levels. Player recruitment naturally occurs among elite athletes.
Again, inseparable from Sabrina the whole weekend. Sandy Brondello, the stuff that Sandy Brondello has been saying towards Caitlin Clark, it has been big, and you're seeing the New York Liberty doing everything they can to at least make it seem like they at least want Caitlin Clark. But at the end of the day, I think that we're going to see the Liberty push hard.
Clark herself will undoubtedly attempt to attract quality players like Jackie Young during summer interactions. Post-game conversations between Clark and Young were observed, along with exchanges involving Williams, who would complement Clark's playing style exceptionally well. The combination of Clark alongside Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, enhanced by defensive specialists like Young and Williams, could prove formidable. Young's success playing alongside Kelsey Plum, Aja Wilson, and Chelsea Gray demonstrates her adaptability in star-studded lineups, earning all WNBA recognition in the process. All-Star Weekend traditionally serves as an unofficial recruitment period across professional sports.
Push hard. I think we're going to see every competent team push hard for Caitlin. Let's be honest. Last year we saw Joe Tsai at the All-Star break posting positive things about Caitlin? And we all said this last year. We said it last year. And it is one of those things that it's always going to happen. It's always going to happen to good players. Like, let's be real. To act like Caitlin Clark's not going to try recruit Jackie Young. To act like Caitlin Clark is not going to try recruit Jackie Young.
In a league featuring limited franchises and predominantly short-term contracts, player movement remains constant. This structure ensures that free agency periods become intensely competitive annually. While mid-season trades occur less frequently, the offseason presents numerous opportunities for roster reconstruction. Multiple franchises beyond the Liberty are positioning themselves to pursue Clark. Phoenix Mercury owner Matt Ishbia's attendance at a recent Clark game exemplifies ownership-level interest extending throughout the league.
To act like Caitlin Clark is not going to try to recruit Jackie Young. That is going to happen. Caitlin Clark is 100% going to be trying to recruit Jackie Young during the summer. Like, you saw it after the game. Caitlin Clark, going out of her way, talking with Jackie Young, going out of her way, talking with Gabby Williams, who'd be another absolutely perfect player to play beside. I think the two of them will be absolutely elite, even with Kate.
Teams recognize Clark's value and are willing to invest resources in recruitment efforts. The Unrivaled League demonstrated similar recruitment dynamics, with players like Brittany Griner reportedly being courted by Atlanta Dream representatives during Unrivaled events. International play and off-season leagues provide additional recruitment opportunities, with veteran players like Stewart and Ionescu likely maintaining contact with Clark regarding potential collaborations. Championship-focused players prioritize winning over individual statistics, though personal achievements remain important. These competitors understand that surrounding themselves with elite talent increases championship probabilities, driving their recruitment efforts.
Absolutely elite, even with Caitlin, Aaliyah, and Kelsey. I think because they're both so good they're both dogs on defense. And to say, like, Jackie Young has succeeded in a lineup with Kelsey Plum, herself, Aja Wilson, and Chelsea Gray. She has really succeeded. She started on an All-Star team. I think she made an All-W first team in that lineup. But yeah, it's one of those things that you're going to see a lot of recruiting at All-Star. You're going to see a lot of tampering at All-Star. And
annual All-Star weekends will continue featuring these recruitment scenarios. Organizations will persistently court Clark while she simultaneously attempts to attract complementary players to her current situation. The Liberty's elephant mascot presence during interactions symbolize their organizational commitment to the recruitment process. These recruitment efforts often serve multiple purposes beyond immediate player acquisition. Teams use these opportunities to showcase their organizational culture, market appeal, and competitive environment.
It's one of those things that you're going to see a lot of recruiting at All-Star. You're going to see a lot of tampering at All-Star. And, like, it is what it is. You're going to see all of those. You're going to see all of that. And in a league with so few teams and so many short-term contracts. In a league with this amount of short-term contracts, you're going to see a lot of movement. You're going to see a lot of player movement. You're going to see a lot of movement around the league. And look, it means free agency is going to be a crazy time every year.
For the Liberty, demonstrating New York's attractions as a basketball destination becomes part of their long-term strategy. Clark's schedule includes upcoming New York appearances, providing additional interaction opportunities. Without competing mascots or rival distractions, the Liberty maintains clear recruitment advantages during these visits. Previous recruitment attempts, including Sophie Cunningham's pursuit of Clark during last season's All-Star festivities, generated significant attention. Currently, the Liberty appears most aggressive in their pursuit, while other organizations like Phoenix may be content with their existing core players.